What's up, guys? Welcome back to Gentry and Sons, and welcome back to another video. So, super glad to have you all back here, and hope you're having a great day and a great week. I've got some awesome news. So, it's official. As of this week, I'm going to Canada. So, I love Canada. I've always loved Canada. We have a lot of fans from Canada, and I've always wanted to do some trucking in Canada. But to do that, you've got to have a Canadian authority. You know, it's a big task to set up your trucking company to be able to travel to Canada and haul loads into Canada and legally go across the border. And I mean, you can get across the border most of the time, but getting back is the tough part, from what I hear. So, guys, please, down in the comments, anybody that travels across Canada, anybody's got a trucking company that runs across the borders and stuff like that. I know I've heard from a lot of people that I'm getting into a mess. Everybody says, man, more power to you. But I'm excited about it. So this huge opportunity come up to us, and to really expand our trucking company. Like, we can literally, as of right now, double in size. And that's what we're after. We're looking to grow our company and have a very successful trucking company. I want to be able to go worldwide. You know, everybody worries about the economy. You know what? Go to where the economy ain't. You got to worry about it. Go to another economy if you have to. So that's the way I look at it. That's the way I'm seeing it. And I am super, super, super excited about it. So what I have to do to be able to go to Canada, though, I had to get my truck ready, because I will be taking the first trip. I'll be going over there first time. I want to make sure we get across the border okay. Get back okay. And while I'm there, I might go visit a bunch of other YouTubers. There's no tell. I might be going for a month. But no, guys, I'm seriously happy, though. I'm really excited to take the trucking company to the next level and get to take you guys along with us. And it's crazy. I went back to our first video from where we first started the YouTube channel and seen where we went from that day to right now. And it is just astonishing. And you guys have been a big, huge part of that. Everybody's supported us since day one. Everybody's believed in us since day one. There's so many people that hated on us back then and said we wouldn't make it, 6 months. That truck won't make it 2 weeks. This won't make it that long. There's all the haters, and we proved them wrong, and we're still going. And golly bum, I am plumb freaking excited. But anyways, the giveaway is going on. So we're on day 2 of the giveaway. There's a lot of people emailing, a lot of people asking a bunch of questions about it. So I'm going to clear that up right now. All right, to enter the giveaway, you go to shq.net and you make an order. When you make an order, when you go to sign out of your order, you finish and complete it, there's a memo box. All you have to do in that memo box when you put your truck information is type in Tim Gentry or YouTube giveaway, any of those things, just to let them know that, you're part of the giveaway. So that enters you into the giveaway, and we're going to do a drawing next week to see who wins. And when we see who wins, that's when we're going to schedule a day where you bring your truck in. We're going to refund the money for your parts, for one. Me and Robert's going to let you spend the whole entire day with us while we put these parts on your truck. We're going to take you out to eat with us. We're going to go to lunch like we always do, go eat lunch together and eat some awesome barbecue or an awesome buffet, whichever one you're going to get to choose. But you're going to get to spend the day with us. We're going to get to work on your truck together, and it's going to be a good time. I'm pretty excited about it. Or when you make your order, if you don't type in the memo, you can send your order confirmation to my email, the bullholler1366@gmail.com email. Send it to me, and I'll go in. I'll enter you into the giveaway. Or a lot of people's been asking, man, I wish that, they did custom parts for a Mac or an International. Guys, they make parts for anything and everything. If it can be made, they will make it. It might not be on the website, but if you call Wayne, and I'll put his number down in the comments, call Wayne, tell him what you want, and I promise you, if they have to bring your truck in and custom make it on your truck, they will figure out how to make it. They make everything and anything if it is possible. So that I will say that if it's possible to be made, Robert will figure out how to make it. So don't just think if you ain't got a Peterbilt or freight or something that's on the website that you can't get a part. You can. You can call in, talk to Wayne, tell him what you got. He'll talk to Robert, and they will figure out some way, somehow to help you out and get what you want in your truck. So guys, that's how you enter the giveaway. That's the giveaway. We got a whole week to run this thing. We're going to draw next week, and I am so excited to do it. And I appreciate you guys for joining us and being a part of the giveaway and just being a part of the channel. You know what? I love all you guys, and we will figure out a way to where I'll get to do a meet and greet someday or come to the truck shows, because I'd like to meet every single one of you. So I love y'all. I'm going to let you get to the video. We got to get ready to go to Canada. So we had a fuel leak on both tanks, literally both tanks. Let me show you guys this tank. It looks nasty. So right here, guys, you can see this is where the strap was at. It's split completely all the way across right here. So we pulled both tanks off. The other one has a hole, which is already up there. They're up there fixing it now. Oh no, it's right there on the forklift. So I can show you on the other one is the opposite side on the strap. Kind of like in this area, there's a hole in it. So both fuel tanks, I filled them up. They come up here and they started gushing fuel everywhere. So I had to completely empty one tank, and the other tank, I could only run it at half. I filled it halfway up and it quit leaking. And the hole is up. Let's see here. Oh, it's over here. Somewhere there's a little, oh, right here. Yep. So, you know, a lot of people don't replace their straps. We usually replace our straps every 2 to 3 years just because of this reason. I've had this happen on another truck before. These straps, stuff get up under the rubber gets corroded, or if it slips and moves, because you got a lot of fuel sloshing back and forth, and if this thing ever ain't always tightened up and keep them tight, you can see right here, that's probably what done the damage right there. So those rubber seals are really important when it comes to your fuel tanks. All right, on to our second dilemma. So up under the cab on the passenger side, all the exhaust is rotted out of the black classic. I guess we'll call it the black and blue classic. We're going to come up with a name for that truck because we got 2 classics now. I guess we call that one Blueberry or something. I don't know. We'll come up with a name for it. But so since that's all rotted out, I called and ordered the down pipe, or the mid pipe, and the pipe that comes out to the mufflers. And I could literally buy a whole nother set of stacks for what those 2 pipes cost. A whole brand new set of stacks for what 2 pieces of pipe cost to replace the factory stuff. So cloud pipes save lives, and it saves me money. So we're going to put those stacks on the black truck for now, or Blueberry, whatever we're calling this thing. Guys, let me know down in the comments, what should we name this truck? Sorry about the wind, it's bad today. We got I call that one Copper Top. Copper Top's about ready to go to work. But yeah, we're going to put these on the blue truck for now, and then I'm going to order another set for the red one. I'm not going to replace the stock exhaust for the same price I can order a whole brand new set of stacks for. So we're going to do that, and we've got something else that they made here at SH Tube for us to go on the back of it. Would you like me to lift you up on the forklift?
Is that OSHA approved?
Oh yeah, it's OSHA approved.
Yeah.
It's definitely, I got the OSHA approved pallet that goes on it.
As long as you have a shirt. You got a shirt.
Dude, it's insane how good a shape this truck's in, and the paint looks like it does.
Real good spray paint, right?
It's eat up with rubber.
That's what it is.
The rubber costs more than the truck does. So we're gonna go ahead and clean the frame up, get it all cleaned up, do some painting on it. I went and picked up some paint yesterday for it, because I kind of planned this out. Oh, you're good. All right, now go. Daggone, watch out for that window up there. There's gonna slide it right here beside the truck. It's a beast of an exhaust pipe.
Chrome down. Oh, God.
Yeah, boys. There's one off.
Start out straight pipe.
Nah, we gotta figure out what the heck. Yeah, I think it is broke off.
Yeah, with the spin. The nut head on the top wouldn't spin.
We're gonna have to get a punch and knock that thing. What the heck? That's weird. Here she goes for her first test drive. Such a pretty rig. Let's hope and pray we ain't got to tow her back in. All right, everybody, we got the stacks. Well, we most of the way got the stacks on it. We had to do some pretty major modifications. These Dynaflex stacks, they're a pretty good fit though, so I definitely like the Dynaflex fit. Check that out. Man, that even looks good.
Yeah, we still gotta put clamps on it and stuff.
Yep. So we still got the other side. We got to put the 90 on the other side. I can't wait to hear it run now. Got the factory rubber bushings in it. Nice and... Well, she's snazzy.
Let's stick that fuel line down in a bucket of fuel.
This thing should sound good,
She's
man.
gonna bail her, son.
I guarantee you it's going to sound good. So we got one of the tanks fixed. That's what we've been doing all day. I ain't been able to film a whole lot. Oh, look at you.
Okay, get you some duct tape in there where you can tape them on your brackets and
Yep.
ram and line, tape it, tape everything, then put your fuel tanks on. We'll cut the tape, leave tape in there.
Okay. I like it.
Then work better than the rubber.
Yeah.
That's why you don't throw
Hey.
them away.
So far, everything you've told me's been pretty legit. I'll go with it. All right. Well, let's go with it.
Hey, I better where's that tank out?
All right, well, I believe it. So we had a hole right here. We had to completely patch that hole up. Jesse's truck, that truck's just dying for a Detroit. It's just dying for one.
Need the putty cat.
Them two stacks.
All that power, twist her up.
No.
No, if he crawled under there and seen that, he'd have a stroke.
You shouldn't crawl under there and look like this.
Be careful, you'll break him off.
Oh, putting them too tight. I think it was the band popping a little bit.
Since that hell I heard the bolt broke.
You know, you gotta be careful with these. You over tighten them. They'll have to be equal on the clamps. See how it's open up top?
Oh, it needs to go up.
Now see your bottom one's way too tight. The top one's loose.
Loosen the bottom.
It won't pull all the way together. It'll still have a gap.
Okay.
Yeah, loosen your bottom one. Tighten them. You gotta tighten them together. Dude, the pipes and the tires on this thing's worth more than the whole truck. But I like it though. It
That's the
is.
way to do
That
it.
is definitely the way to go.
That's so much easier. You can just push the strap where it needs to be. All we did was cover where they were, the line. Ready? Yeah.
So guys, we got the stacks on, and they turned out awesome.
Golly.
Oh yeah. So we got the driver's side tank on. I just got all the fuel lines and everything hooked up on it. It did get dark on us and cold pretty quick. So what we done is we just welded a whole new piece of aluminum around the whole tank, and then put straps on it. We put 4-inch straps under the tanks.
Bang, 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 bang. I like that right there, boy.
We got the frame painted. Look at that. She looks like new. Got the fuel lines on. I still got to hook up some stuff. Look at them over there working. Guys, look who's back. Nate's back. Nick's back. Everybody's been asking where Nate and Nick were. Well, they're here.
I'm telling you, you're gonna have to put me on a t-shirt, dude. You can put me and Nick on a t-shirt. Just Nathan. Yeah, put me on a shirt and say just Nathan. I swear to God, I'll buy one of those. Just Nathan.
Nathan's really stepped it up. He ain't Nathan did anything. Well, let me shut up.
I'm about to say, why would you say that?
I better hush. You put that flat bar in there?
I did? Yeah.
Good deal. I like that for the airlines. That's pretty sweet. Just reach under there and drain them. What do you think about it, Jesse Pooh? Well, that's going to feel good in the old heartburn here in a little bit. Oh, I just gotta get fuel back in it and see if it runs. Gotta put a couple exhaust clamps on. Dude, it is turning cold.
It's cold.
It's supposed to snow or something like that. What?
I said, I ain't never worked so hard on trucks in my life and ain't had no beer to drink while I'm doing it.
Well, our tanks will probably be crooked at that. Our tanks might get crooked if I start drinking beer. Especially if Nate starts drinking beer.
I don't drink beer. I drink whiskey.
Oh.
The fill-up hole will be on the bottom.
Yeah. That's upside down, boys.
Instead of being real grilled up in front.
Just drill a hole.
Man, boys, I am tickled to death. This truck's starting to come along pretty good. And I didn't have to buy no stock exhaust. I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't buy no stock exhaust for it. Everything hooked up nice. We welded that piece. It's all good. So, and plus, I'm sure it'll sound a lot better. We gotta clean them stacks up.
Everything sounds better straight top.
Yep. I wonder how loud it's gonna be. Looks like they have the whole valve bypassed. Why is that? That ain't loose. This is tied up there. So they got the fuel lines running. So what they done is they spliced it in up here. They unhooked them from the valve on top of the transmission. Both the lines from that tank over there, they're unhooked. So we're just going to have to put a T in it or hook the all the factory stuff back up in the morning. So right now it's just running off one tank. And I got a lot of miles to do to have one tank.
Yeah, you do.
And that would suck so bad. The only thing I see that's horrible here as this return line is I don't know what that line is for, but I need to check it too. There's another line running back to that looks like the original return. Maybe, I don't know.
I remember a fuel line being dry rotted. That's what that new hydraulic line is for.
So, I don't know. I think that's the original return line right there. Running up. We'll fix all. We'll just put all new. We'll probably just put all new fuel lines on it and be done with it tomorrow. Like a brand new.
So good, man. Now she sounds like a truck.
That's the way a truck's supposed to sound.
Like a brand new.
Was it worth it?
I'm happy.
You happy? Dude, that sounds good. Dang, boys. Now we just gotta we got the Red Classic and Rooster to do next, and then we're done. All our trucks will be back on the road.
Let me hear it. Yeah, that sounds good. Dang, that thing's nasty. I gotta turn that thing down before we put a driver in it. Jeez. Man, I can't tell you how freaking, that is so awesome. Them babies sound good. That thing just absolutely sounds, and it ain't, I thought it was gonna be like real loud. It's just the perfect tone.
Dude, them Jakes sound nasty.
What, don't they?
It sounds like a race truck.
Dang, dude, this thing's coming along pretty good. Just what little bit we've done to it. A little bit.
It's cleaned up pretty nice.
Yep.
You hit them with a wheel, man, they'll shine. They ain't real scratched up or nothing. They was just dirty.
I'm glad that we were able to save them. Them things are like $1,000 a piece for
What?
used one. Yeah. $2,000 for a set of tanks.
God dang. I would have guessed more.
Yeah. That was used. So
Oh yeah, yeah. There you go.
new, they'd probably be $3,000, $4,000, $5,000.
Got their $5,000 new.
So at least we got to save them, and Robert thinks, he said they'll last the life of the truck. So I mean, they welded a whole new piece all the way around that thing, pressure tested it, and I think the stacks made it
Yeah,
though.
they wouldn't pitted anywhere else but the straps.
Get it wrapped, get a visor on it, and that's all she needs. Polished.
We know a guy that can polish.
Yep. I don't know who's the lucky driver's going to be this rig, but I'm
Steve
telling
can
you,
do some polishing.
I've drove a lot of trucks in my life, and that air ride front end in this thing, it just, them Continental tires, that just rides so smooth.
Hopefully somebody that needs a stick manual endorsement on the CDL.
Oh,
Who's that? I don't know who that could be.
so Nate got his CDL, but they put an automatic endorsement on it.
I did.
And didn't you take it in a manual truck though?
No, I took it in automatic because that's the only thing he had on the lot. He was down there on a weekday, and they don't have manual trucks at that school.
All right.
And the reason I was down there on the weekday is because my permit expired like
That
3
day.
days after that.
Yeah. I can't believe you passed that easy.
I
Dude, he left to go fix his permit to get it extended, and then he sends me a picture of his CDL. I was like, what? Dude, I was impressed. I ain't gonna lie, I'm still impressed.
He did the alley dock and everything.
I mean,
dude.
just because I hadn't even seen you move a trailer, and then you go down the alley dock, do a 90 pre-trip.
He let me. I will say this on the pre-trip. He let me choose what section of the truck to pre-trip to make it a little bit quicker, and I chose the motor because I work on it.
You know,
all
when
the
you
time.
started with me a year ago, you didn't even know how to turn an impact left or right. Now you got your CDL, you're changing motors, transmissions.
It's all part of it. Because of this pneumonia, too. Let's get out of here.
So I got to run the rack on this in the morning. I told him we'd have it ready, but that thing's still hot.
What?
I told him we'd have it ready to where you had to do is set the valves,
Yeah.
but it's hot.
What's hot?
The valve covers and the motor. Yeah, I'm ready to call it a night.
Yeah, we've had a good long day today.
Yeah, I'm pretty wore out. I was up editing all night, and then I had heartburn. It was just miserable.
I gotta say, them couches in that camper sleep pretty good, man.
It looks like we're all, sleeping in the camper tonight. Yeah, we got a bed.
Well, the one couch is a futon, man.
Oh, okay.
The couch, I think the couches are more comfortable than the bed, honestly.
Is there only one bed?
Yeah, it's like a master bed in the back.
That ain't no different than the other night we slept in the truck together.
I know.
The only
We
problem
can share a
with the
bed.
The only problem with the bed in the back is it's right over top of the motor. Like literally, it's a hatch that covers the top of the motor. It's a heated bed. That's how that works.
The motor,
Sleeping over top of Detroit, I could do that all day long.
the motor's not running.
No, but we could
But
let
if
it
you're
run.
going down the road, you know.
Alright, so many have been asking where the RV is. What we're doing with the RV.
So check her out. See how the light's on inside? So this thing's powered. It's got an owning diesel generator on board. So this thing ain't been started in years. And I went and bought 3 batteries from Walmart, stuck them on this beast. Engine fired right back up. Rob had drove this thing over here from home on the weekend. He aired the tires up, drove it over here. And I was like, well, I'll sleep in it. So we were going to run power to it. And we just decided to start messing with the generator. Guys, as soon as we got power to it, that generator fired right up and has been running flawlessly ever since. Little 3-cylinder diesel. This is the Grand Villa. I'd say in 1990 this thing was, it had to be just the top of the line beast. Look at this fuel tank. Boy, I'd hate for that propane tank to ever have problems. Holy crap, that thing is huge. I didn't realize it was that big. So that thing right there, that's what fuels the generator. So this thing will run forever. I went ahead and put like 20 gallons in it today just to make sure we had enough fuel. But still ain't got it cleaned up yet, but we are actually sleeping in her for the week. Let's go in here and check out the situation. So my wife's wanting to get it cleaned up. She wanted to come up and clean it up this week, but Cece's got some cheer, stuff like that. Dang, it's actually warm in here. Like super warm. So back here is my bed. I'm thinking about sleeping in it. So no, I'm not sleeping in it yet. So got that huge inverter on it. Everything works in the whole camper, RV, whatever you want to call it. So this is a pretty good size. I don't know about that mattress. So I'm gonna go get my blankets and stuff out of the truck because I don't know where these come from. And I'm sure Nate and Nick need some blankets tonight. Last night it was warm. And it's actually pretty warm in here without the... Tomorrow I plan on cleaning it up a little bit because my wife wants to do most of it. And she wants to start... She's actually wanting to start doing videos on the Gentry Mom channel. And I think this is going to be one of her projects. Fixing this thing up and, you know, making it to where we can travel in it. So I think I'm going to take the mattress off the top bunk of the Freightliner and put in it. I want to sleep in it tonight. But anyway, guys, I will see y'all in the morning. We're going to test drive this truck. We're going to get it finished up. I've got to have it completely DOT legal to go to Canada. I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to get over there and DOT get mad at me over something because I don't know the rules in Canada. So guys, leave it down in the comments if you don't care. You guys that run Canada, what's some things that I need to look out for? We've got everything to be legal as far as I know. I just want to make sure the truck is 100% before we go there. Because they're going to look at it, you know, it don't look perfect because of the paint. You know, so I'm sure DOT would like to look at it, but I'm thinking, you know, we've got some stacks on it now. We got nice lights on it. I'm going to keep it clean as possible. And we're headed to Canada. So guys, I'll see you in the morning. We got a lot more to do. We got 2 on so far. I got to put one here. Still got one put in over there. But, so what I'm going to do while they're doing that, I'm going to go over this engine. I've got to redo some fuel lines, and then I got to get a blow-by tube on it. We got the rack ran on that thing. We've got the fuel pump off of it right now. Having to make a few changes on it. No big deal. So it was lacking a little bit of fuel pressure. Had to do a few things in the ECM, but I think it's going to be good to go. We're setting it at a really simple horsepower rating. Something that'll last a long time, no issues. Well, that is a nice fuel pressure gauge. Are you ready? Come on, honey, give us some.
Running a few minutes now. All right. Make sure she's out of gear.
Man, that motor's pretty sitting in there, ain't it? They say you can't bring old trucks back to life.
Yeah.
It's a little more work, ain't it, Paul?
Yep.
But just when I thought we was getting somewhere on the Classic, I found a blowed wheel seal. Actually, Nick was underneath it, and he just happened to see a little grease on the outside. So we're going to go ahead and change these brakes, put new seals and bearings in it. I thought we'd already done that to this truck, but Dad said we hadn't. So this is a good time to go ahead and look at the other brakes. Looks good. Well, that one looks good. That one looks good. So, throw a wheel seal and some brakes on it. And I've got to get this fuel line finished. I just took off this old, what they'd done to bypass it. So they took the old fuel line and just unhooked everything. Ran it to one tank and just ran a straight 3/8 Gates hydraulic line to the return. So I've got to make 2 new return lines. I've got plenty of hose. I just got to do it now. All right, it's time for a test drive. Make sure this thing ain't too hot. I must say, it runs pretty good. Good oil pressure. Turbo is pretty sweet. Dang, that turbo comes in quick. I am pretty impressed with that turbo. Comes in like Rooster's turbo does. Just right, boys. I mean, from what I feel of it, it's actually pretty perfect. Not too much, not too little. Robert got on to me earlier. It was pretty hot this morning, so we went back in and made a few touches to it. But we took about 40 or 50 horsepower and 100 foot-pounds of torque out of it. Instant. I mean, it is instantaneous. That daggone spool is amazing. I gotta get my truck back running, guys. This just gets me all tore up inside. Holy crap. I am just loving it. Dang, boys, DOT followed me back in here. I hope he's just here for a visit. Oh, I hope he's just here for a visit. We're about to find out. Oh, I think he's just up there visiting. Whew, he followed me right in here too, man. Dang, boys. That scared me a little. That scared me just a little bit. But I am pretty impressed with this truck. That new 5-core radiator, she ain't gonna run warm. You're gonna have to put a bra on the front of it to keep it warm. But other than that, I think she's good to go, in my opinion. All right, guys, we went to Martin's Peterbilt, picked up some brakes. Got us a nice new Rev Max seal put in there. They got some kind of lube in it now that you gotta have for it to be warranty. They cleaned the bearings out and got them all nice and clean. Bam! So, all we like now is putting her back together. That's what I was looking for. That's what I like about being up here. I get to work. I get to do. This is the kind of stuff I enjoy doing.
People leave me alone.
Yep. Ain't got no phone signal here hardly. Alright guys, so before this thing heads out and goes back to work, I wanted to show you guys the grill. So we put the grill in it. That is a triple diamond SH2 grill. So that grill is made here in-house. They make quite a bit of stuff here, actually. We gotta get a walk around to the final product. The wiring harness is done. New brackets on the air conditioner.
all the powder coating, the whole 9 yards is all done here. It is amazing what you can do with the right stuff. That is for sure. Like I am in heaven right now. But Jesse's ready to go back to work. He got him a new grill. We got his lights on the bumper. They made him some new brackets up here for his oversized light. So his oversized lights are magnetic. You'll see most of the time me and Jesse's got our oversized lights just zip tied on. We don't have to do that no more. And we still got holes just in case our magnets don't hold up, we can still zip tie them. So, all that with all the wiring and the whole 9 yards is done. It's ready to get out of here and go to work. But I gotta promote a good product. I gotta say, they have really good stuff here. And I didn't get to show you the steps. So, found a fix for the slick steps. Robert just actually put these on just a few minutes ago. So when you get out, you know, if you got these smooth steps, the orange truck's real bad about you'll slip off of it and bust your butt. Now, get out of it, and you got these right here to kind of keep you from busting your butt, top and bottom. So, all right, we got to get back on the Classic. I got to get this thing done. All the fuel lines are back on, all new pit cocks, new fittings, or new bird's eyes. We were able to use some of the fittings, but it's got all nice matching plastic hard line now instead of the hydraulic line that was on it. And they had all these diverter valves unhooked and blocked off and JB welded. So we've been up under here for the last, I don't know, a couple hours.
Hey.
Yeah. We've been back under here though for at least an hour or two, getting it all hooked up. But it is all ran nice and neat. Everything's wire loomed, zip tied back in its holders, all the way back, both sides.
Like a brand new. Like a brand new.
I want it to look brand new. I want it to be.
This truck's in good shape, man.
It really is.
There ain't no rust on this frame.
We got a new carrier bearing, new U-joints. It's got a 13-speed in it, new clutch, motor. The transmission ain't new, but it was in pretty good shape. So, man, we have really sunk some money in this thing and some time. But a paint job now, and this truck's ready.
Send her to Canada, eh?
Hey, baby. Let's go to Canada. All right, I'm going to come up there and help you real quick, Nate.
All right.
And
I'll
then,
be down here in just a second.
yep, then we're going to zip tie and wire loom all this, make sure it's all up out of the way and
Well,
pretty.
I fed that line underneath this metal bracket that's next to the firewall.
Yep.
I fed it underneath, but I can put it behind all these battery cables, and I can put it up on the back of the motor if you want to do it that way.
Well, we've got to dope that fitting up.
Oh, yeah.
That piece in the back of the head, I just barely screwed it in. It ain't even tight.
Alrighty.
And then hook that up, and then we're done with the fuel. Other than you got to finish hooking yours up, right?
I have one fitting to put in.
All right, we'll go ahead and do
I just
yours.
got to tighten it up.
Go ahead and do yours, and then we'll take some wire loom, make sure all of it's nice and neat.
I need the small
Crescent.
crescents.
Let's see in there. Let me look. Let's show the people. We got fuel in both tanks. We're just trying to. Me and Nick was just sitting there thinking, I wonder the last time that tank was actually hooked up and had fuel in it. Because that thing had a big old gas in it.
There's a lot of trash in it, too.
Yeah. So hopefully, now we got all the fuel lines hooked to it, all new fittings. We blew through everything. Blew air hoses through all the. We actually had to change the diverter valves, so it should fire up and run good and not leak. Should is it's pretty big.
Make the cat motor scared.
Yeah, we're gonna scare them kitty cats. Jesse's truck runs pretty good, but I'd like to catch him on a hill.
Yeah.
This thing here runs pretty daggone good. Right there, down. All right, hold it about 1,000 RPMs.
After oil pressure.
Yeah, once you see it come up, go to 1,000 RPMs, and once it starts fluttering, trying to die, just hold it to the floor until it catches up. All right. You gotta hit the button. The switch don't start it. There's a button beside it. Uh-oh. Alright, she's alive. No feeling. Now you let it off. Let it off. Holy crap, it grabbed his prime, guys. That is awesome. I didn't know if it was going to take or not. I think we might have messed up one of the wires right here because our cab lights are out. I want to go ahead and adjust the brakes on it real quick. We got the back set. Well, if the DOT man wants to check me out, put your finger there. Yeah.
What do you think about it, Tim?
I'm excited, man. All right, let's go park this thing on a hill somewhere. Let the let the gear oil run over where we had the wheel bearing out of it. Man, this thing sounds amazing. See if we can't find a hill to park it on. Oh, perfect. Right there's one. Hopefully parked right here, that'll run over and make sure the battery's charged back up. next week. Oh, we got lots to do to this thing still. But we got the most of it pretty much knocked out. So we'll let that build up. I'm just going to leave all my blankets and stuff here. This is why I've been working so much. I've been working 24/7. I've been away from the family for almost 2.5 weeks now. And there's a reason for it. And we're heading home to show you guys just exactly what that reason is. And a lot of you have been waiting for this moment. A lot of people have been waiting for this moment, especially me and all the guys. So it's huge. It did cost us a lot of money, and I'm having to be really careful right now. I don't want to spend all of our funds. I did have to empty all my savings to get through all this fire stuff. We spent almost $100,000 to come back from it, but we have a lot of things in motion. So, guys, that's going to finish off today's video. I love y'all. Thank you so much for being here and supporting us, and I'll see you on the next one.